Good morning, my dear students. Hope all are fine by the grace of God. Today, you are going to learn about Unit 3 Road Safety. So, road safety is very important. To avoid accident, we must obey the traffic rules. In this lesson, you are going to learn about to understand about the importance of road safety, to know about the rules and the traffic signals, to learn about the road safety measures and strategies and ensure the safety of lives. Caution and care make accident rare. Do you know Road Safety Week is observed from January 11th to 17th every year. It aims at making the roads and streets in India safer. During this week, the government spreads awareness about how to drive safely in order to avoid accidents and injuries. Caution and care make accident rare. Traffic rules are the laws that govern how, when, and why you are allowed to drive any vehicle. The traffic safety course education plays an important role in shaping the attitude and behavior of children and young people, ensuring to become responsible drivers, passengers, pedestrians, and cyclists. So, who is pedestrians? A pedestrian is someone traveling by foot. Who is pedestrians? A pedestrian is someone traveling by foot. Keeping the children safe at all times can be tricky when you cannot be with them always. Parents and teachers ensure the safety of the children at home and school, but who keeps them safe on the road? Therefore, educating children about road safety is very important. Teaching about road safety to children can be started as soon as they are old enough to step out of the home. There are three types of traffic signs: mandatory road signs, cautionary road signs, and informatory road signs. Mandatory road signs, cautionary road signs, and informatory road signs. Let us see. Mandatory road signs are the ones that give order regarding do's and don'ts and are to be followed strictly. These are generally circular in shape. Remember, mandatory road signs are circle in shape. So, no entry, stop, give way, one way, no entry, no way both direction, a right turn prohibited, left turn prohibited, U-turn prohibited, overtaking prohibited, horns prohibited, speed limit. So, look at this mandatory road signs. It is generally circular in shape. Cautionary road signs. Cautionary road signs are the ones that warns the road user regarding the road situation ahead. Cautionary signs are generally triangular in shape. Generally in triangular shape. So look at these examples. There are triangular in shape. Right hand curve, left hand curve, right hand pin bend, left hairpin bend, right reverse bend, left reverse bend, steep ascent, steep descent, narrow road ahead, road wideness ahead, narrow bridge, slippery road, loose gravel, cycle crossing, pedestrian crossing, school ahead, men at work, cattle, falling rocks, ferry. Look at this example. These cautionary road signs are generally triangular shape, generally in triangular shape. Informatory road signs. The third one is informatory road signs. Informatory road signs are the ones that give information regarding directions, destination, etc. So it gives the information regarding the directions, destination, etc. Informatory signs are generally rectangular in shape. Generally rectangular in shape. Public telephone, petrol pump, hospital, first aid post, eating place, light refreshment, resting place, thorough side road, park this side, parking lot scooter and motorcycle, parking lot cycle, parking lot cars. Know your signals. What do the three color red, amber and green signify? So red means stop. That means red signal means stop. STOP, stop. Wait behind the stop line. If there are no lines, some roads are not having line means stop before the traffic light and at the intersection, so the traffic light is clearly visible. Wait until a green signal appears before proceeding. You may turn left while the signal is red if it is not prohibited by a sign, but give importance to pedestrians and other traffic. So red means stop. You have to stop behind the stop line. So there are three colors: red, amber and green. Amber. What is amber? Amber means caution. You may move on it. The amber appears crossed the stop line or when you feel that your stopping may cause accident. Anyhow, be extra careful. Amber means caution. Green means go. Green means go. Proceed ahead, ensuring that way is clear. You can make a right or left turn if not prohibited by signs, but take special care and give way to pedestrians crossing the road. Green arrow means that you can go in the direction shown by the arrow. Crossroads and pedestrian crossing. So children have tendency just to sprint across the street as they like. Educate the children to never run across the road along the road. Children can distracted easily and leave their parents' hand to run or sprint away. So children have tendency means inclination. Sprint means run. So children have a tendency just to sprint across the street. Children always run here and there. Educate the children to never run across or along the road. So we must educate the children how to cross the road. Children can get distracted easily and leave their parents' hand to run or sprint. What is the meaning of sprint? Sprint means run away. So educate the children to never run across or along the road. Children should cross only at pedestrians. That means zebra crossing. So road signs, markings, traffic signals and other traffic devices are there to guide the road users, and hence are the languages of the road. Every road user, whether a pedestrian, look at the picture, there is a pedestrian. Peoples are cross the road. So pedestrians, two-wheeler rider, driver of four-wheeled vehicle should have knowledge regarding this traffic controlling device and should be aware of what they signify. Traffic signs are there to regulate traffic, warn about hazards and to guide the road user. Remember, traffic signs are there to regulate traffic, warn about hazards. Hazards means danger or risk, and to guide the road user. So always use payments. So children must use the payments while walking on the road. So children must use the payments. Look at the picture. All the peoples are using payments. Payments means platform. So payments while walking on the road. Children must use the payments. Pedestrian. Do's. Walk on any side of the road if there are footpaths. Children must walk on any side of the road if there are footpaths. On roads without footpath, walk on your extreme right side facing the oncoming traffic. So walk on the right side facing on the oncoming traffic. Use zebra crossing, foot overbridge and subways to cross the roads. To cross the roads, use zebra crossing. Foot over the bridge and subways. Use the subways and zebra crossing to cross the roads. Where such facilities are not available, be extra cautious while crossing the road. So if the payment is not there, if zebra crossing is not there, overbridge and subways are not there, you must be extra cautious while crossing the road. Children below 8 years of age should cross the road with the help of elders. So children below 8 years of age should cross the road with the help of elders. Cross the road when the vehicle are at a safe distance. Wear light colored dresses during night. Don'ts. Don't cross the road hastily. That means hastily means quickly by running. So don't cross the road hastily by running. Don't cross the road in front of or in between parked vehicles. Don't cross the road in front of or in between parked vehicles. Don't try to cross the road from blind corners, turning where you are not visible to the vehicle drivers. Do not jump over the railings to cross the road. So do not jump over the railings to cross the road. Staying safe on a bicycle. So most of the children using bicycle to go to schools. So they should be aware of the road rules and road safety. Moreover, should maintain their bicycles in good conditions. Remember, moreover, they should maintain their bicycles in good conditions. Do's. Cycle must be fitted with standard gadgets like bell, brakes, rear view mirror, both front and back mudguard painted white. It must be in white color. Reflective tapes are fixed on at the front and back. So, cycle on the extreme left side of the road or use service road if available. So whenever you ride the cycle, you must use left side of the road or use service road if available. Avoid busy roads. That means traffics. Keep a safe distance. Always maintain a safe distance from fast motorized vehicles like heavy vehicles. Bus, car, you must keep a safe distance. Give proper indications before stopping or turning. So you must give signals. Give proper indications before stopping or turning. Don'ts. Don't indulge in any kinds of stunts. Indulge means involve. Don't indulge in any kinds of stunts. Don't load the cycle with another person or heavy goods. Don't ride holding onto other fast moving vehicle. While commuting in school transportation. What is the meaning of commuting? Commuting means traveling while traveling in school transportation like bus or van. Do's. Get up early and start early from home. So children must get up early and start early from home. Board the bus from the designated bus stop in a queue. So you must use queue system. So look at the picture. Peoples are following queue system. Once inside the bus, behave properly. Hold on to the railings of the bus. You must hold on to the railings of the bus. Alight only the designated bus stop. Get down only when the bus has stopped completely. So remember, get down only when the bus has stopped completely. Otherwise, don't get down. If the driver is not following the road safety norms, bring it to the notice of the school authorities, parents, or traffic helpline. So, if the driver is not following the road safety norms, bring it to the notice of the school authorities, parents, or traffic helpline. Don'ts. Do not rush or run to catch your bus. Do not stand on the steps of the bus. So do not stand on the step of the bus. Do not make noise that may distract the driver. Do not put any part of the body outside the bus. So this is a very very important point. Do not put any part of the body outside the bus. Do not get in or get down from a moving bus. Do not get in or get down from a moving bus. As a pillion rider. What is a pillion rider? Co-passenger. So always wear helmet. If you are riding a two-wheeler, you must wear helmet. If you are riding a four-wheeler car, you must wear a seat belt. Do not indulge in talking with the driver. So do not indulge in talking with the driver. Children above 12 years of age should occupy the back seat. So, children above 12 years of age should occupy the back seat. Play at safe place. Do not play on roads. So remember, do not play on roads. Look for a playground or vacant land to play. So you must play on vacant land to play. Do not play around a vehicle parked inside your school premises, colony, or near your school residence.
Good morning, children. Today we are going to see Geography Unit 2 Globe. In this lesson, we are going to study about the directions to understand the 4 cardinal directions, to learn about the shape of the earth, to understand about the model of the earth, the globe, to understand the significance of latitudes and longitudes, to know how standard time is calculated around the world. Children, we have already studied about the solar system. How many planets are in the solar system? Yes, there are 8 planets in the solar system. In which planet we live, children? We live on the planet Earth, and it is the 3rd planet from the sun. Children, our Earth is the 3rd planet from the sun. Since the Earth is very huge and we live on a very small area, we are not able to see the Earth as a whole. But when we can see the Earth, when we travel to space, we can see the Earth as a whole. Directions. Children, how many directions are present? Can you able to tell me? Yes, there are 4 main directions. They are east, west, north and south. We all know that the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. So, by seeing the sun, what we said? The sun rises in the east. So, we can identify east direction. So, opposite to east, west direction. So, other 2 directions also we can easily identify. The 4 main directions are east, west, north and south. Globe. What is a globe? Globe is a model of the earth, a 3-dimensional model of the earth designed with a specific scale is called the globe. Children, what is globe? A 3-dimensional model of the earth designed with a specific scale is called the globe. The earth is spherical, but it is flat at the poles and bulges at the equator. Equator is nothing but a line present in the center of the earth. The earth cannot be compared with any other geometrical shape because it has a very unique shape. So, its shape is called a geoid. We all know that the earth moves around the sun and it also rotates from the west to east on its axis at an inclination of 23 1/2 degree. What is the inclination of the earth? 23 1/2 degree. So the globe is also inclined at an angle of 23 1 by 2 degree. The axis is an imaginary line. It is not actually found on the earth. Children, the axis is an imaginary line, but actually it is not present on the earth. There are some imaginary lines which are drawn on the globe horizontally and vertically. For what purpose we have drawn this line? To find a location and calculate distance and time. These imaginary lines are called lines of latitudes and longitudes. Ptolemy, a Greco-Roman mathematician, astronomer and geographer, was the first person to draw lines of latitudes and longitudes on a map. Now let us see about latitudes. The imaginary lines drawn horizontally on the earth from the east to west are called the lines of latitudes. Latitudes are nothing but the imaginary lines drawn horizontally on the earth from the east to west directions are called the lines of latitudes. The 0 degree line of latitude, which divides the earth into two halves, is known as the equator. The central line, which divides the earth into two equal halves, is known as the equator. The lines of latitudes that are drawn horizontally between the equator and the North Pole are called northern latitudes, and those lines which are found between the equator and the South Pole are called southern latitudes. Children, the latitudes consist of 89 parallels in the northern hemisphere and 89 parallels in the southern hemisphere. One at the equator and the two poles are found as points. Totally, there are 181 parallels found on the earth. The equator is the longest of all lines of latitude, so it is also known as the Great Circle. The area of the earth present between the equator, that is 0 degree, and the North Pole, 90 degree N, is called the northern hemisphere. Children, the area present between the equator and the North Pole is called the northern hemisphere. Same way, the area of the earth from the equator 0 degree to the South Pole 90 degree S is called the southern hemisphere. The location of any country or place is based on these divisions of the hemispheres. When we learn about the globe itself, we said the earth rotates on its axis at an inclination of 23 1 by 2 degree. It also revolves around the sun while rotating. Based on the angle at which the sun rays fall on the earth, the sun rays do not fall equally on all parts of the earth. They fall vertically over the equator and slanting towards the poles. So all the places present on the earth do not have the same amount of temperature. Based on the amount of heat received from the sun, the lines of latitude help in dividing the earth into different climate zones. Torrid zone, the region from the equator towards the Tropic of Cancer, that is 23 1 by 2 degree N, and the Tropic of Capricorn 23 1 by 2 degree S is called the torrid zone. The sun rays fall vertically over this region and the average temperature is very high. Second one is temperate zone. From the Tropic of Cancer 23 1/2 degree N to the Arctic Circle 66 1/2 degree N, and from the Tropic of Capricorn 23 1/2 degree S to the Antarctic Circle 66 1/2 degree S. Here the sun rays fall slantingly, so moderate temperature is present in this region. Frigid zone. From the Arctic Circle 66 1/2 degree N to the North Pole 90 degree N, and from the Antarctic Circle 66 1/2 degree S to the South Pole 90 degree S is the region that is called a frigid zone. Here the temperature is very low because the sun rays fall further inclined throughout the year, so the temperature is very low. Children, latitudes and longitudes are the imaginary lines drawn on the earth's surface. Now we are going to see about the longitudes. The imaginary lines drawn vertically on the earth from north to south are called the lines of longitude or meridians. They are seen as semicircles. The 0 degree line of longitude is called the prime meridian. The central line present on the earth is called the prime meridian. There are totally 360 lines of longitudes. The lines of longitudes that are found between the prime meridian and the 180 degree east line of longitude are called eastern longitudes. The lines of longitude that are found between the prime meridian 0 degree and the 180 degree west line of longitude are called western longitudes. The part of the earth present between 0 degree line of longitude and 180 degree east line of longitude is known as the eastern hemisphere. Same way, the part of the earth present between 0 degree line of longitude and 180 degree west line of longitude is known as the western hemisphere. Children, we said the central line of longitude is known as the prime meridian, that is 0 degree line of longitude. It is also called the Greenwich meridian. Why we are saying Greenwich meridian? Because it passes through the Greenwich near London in England. So we are saying this meridian as Greenwich meridian. International dateline. The 180 degree line of longitude has been fixed as the international dateline. Children, which is the international dateline? The 180 degree line of longitude has been fixed as the international dateline. It is drawn on the Pacific Ocean between Alaska and Russia through Bering Strait. The international line is not a straight line. If the line is drawn straight, two places in the same country would have different dates. So, the international date line is found zigzag in certain places to avoid confusion. If a person crosses this line from the west to east, he loses a day. On the other hand, when he crosses from the east to west, he gains a day. So, based on this, the date is fixed for different countries or regions in the world. Standard time. Before we see the standard time, let us see what is local time. When the sun is overhead on a particular line of longitude, it is 12 noon at all the places located on that line of longitude. That is called local time. The word meridian is derived from the Latin word meridianus. It means midday. So, meridian means the position of the sun found overhead at a place at noon. AM means ante-meridium. Ante before, that is before noon. PM means post-meridium, post after, or we can say later, that is afternoon. Now we see about the standard time. Many lines of longitude may pass through a country. Countries may or may not observe a common time. The standard time of a country or a part of it is calculated keeping a particular meridian as a standard one. Now we can calculate the standard time for our country. Indian Standard Time. The longitudinal extent of India is from 68 degree 7 minute east to 97 degree 25 minutes east. As many as 29 lines of longitude pass through India. Children, how many lines are passing through our country? There are 29 lines of longitude pass through India. Having 29 standard time is not possible. So, we take 82 1/2 degree east line of longitude is observed as the prime meridian to calculate the Indian Standard Time. That is IST. Which line we are taking, children? 82 1/2 degree east line of longitude is taken as the prime meridian to calculate the Indian Standard Time. Let us recall the imaginary lines drawn horizontally from the east to west on the globe and maps are called lines of latitude or parallels. The imaginary lines drawn vertically from the north to south on the globe and maps are known as lines of longitude or meridians. The 0 degree line of latitude is called the equator. The 0 degree line of the latitude is called the equator. The 0 degree line of longitude is called the Greenwich meridian or the prime meridian. 0 degree line of longitude is called the Greenwich meridian or the prime meridian. The part of the earth from the equator, that is 0 degree, to north pole 90 degree is called the northern hemisphere. And from the equator 0 degree to south pole, that is 90 degree, is called the southern hemisphere. The part of the earth from the Greenwich meridian 0 degree to 180 degree east line of longitude is called the eastern hemisphere. And from Greenwich meridian 0 degree to 180 degree west line of longitude is called the Western Hemisphere. We have seen about the standard time. The world has 24 time zones. How many time zones are present? 24 time zones. Some countries have a great longitudinal extent, so they have more than one standard time. Example, we can say Russia. It has 7 time zones. Children, Russia has 7 time zones. Time is calculated on the basis of the lines of longitude. The 180-degree line of longitude is the international date line. Which is the international date line? The 180-degree line of longitude is the international date line. Thank you, children.